I actually I always listen to like a couple minutes of the pod and then I get tired of hearing my voice and I stop listening. I'd be like, I hate my voice. I can't.
I'm-
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Lights. Camera action. All right, 3. All right, 2. And wait. I feel like my joint's a little glossy. It was.
I never clean on.
All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of 2 for 2, your sports podcast for the culture, by the voice of the culture. I'm your host, Quis, and I'm here as always with my brother, Nelly. We are back on the pod for you guys today, man. It's season 4, episode 10. Let's jump right in it. Nell, my guy, what's good?
What's going on, brother? Good to see you, as always.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. Good to see you as well. I see you sporting the IUP today. Big time. I saw y'all smoke somebody last week. 70s, what y'all put up, 70 on somebody, I think?
Something like that. Hey. I ain't going to sit here and pretend I've watched IUP football the last couple of years.
That's all right. I see when, some people like repost and stuff. It's crazy. IUP.
But we still all in.
Yeah, all in, man. We back today, like we said, man. We got to recap week 3 of the NFL and look ahead to week 4. So that's what we're here for. And we're going to start it off. Nelly's final verdict from week 3. Now, you don't got to make your Cowboys focus this week. We won't throw it all on you and say, hey, you got to talk about your boys. I do want to hear how you feel about them. But Nelly's final verdict, what you got for us this week? Take us home. Take us to court.
I am officially ready for the NBA season. It is media day.
3 weeks in.
3 weeks in, and my season is over. I'm good.
Nice.
I'm ready to put it into it, put a cap on it. Defense is atrocious. If your quarterback needs to get into a rhythm, put the Cowboys on your schedule. We will let you throw for 300 to 400 yards, get you a couple touchdowns, and you'll look great. So, yeah, let's get ready for the Sixers, man. That's ain't no Cowboys up here no more. Like that's over with.
Wow, you did.
Sixers and IUP. Shout out to Stapleton Library.
Wow, just like that, huh?
Yeah.
Did you catch any media day coverage of the Sixers? Anything notable?
I don't know if the Sixers started. I honestly just saw the Knicks media day. I saw.
I know you did.
Cut that out.
I knew you did.
I saw.
What you hear from the Knicks media day?
I saw Cat asking the reporter if he got his information from Centel about his surgery or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Josh Hart jokingly saying that he'll ask for a trade if he doesn't start.
He probably isn't joking. He shouldn't start. He also is hurt, like I told you before. His finger that was hurt at the end of the last season on that broke ass jump shot he got.
29% 3-point percentage incoming.
Yeah, he re-aggravated. Hey, but you know what he'll shoot against the Sixers?
Yeah, okay.
That jumper, you know how.
Not this year.
You said that last year.
Last year was a down year. Last year was a gap year. We back this year.
Y'all see how he's doing, man. It's whatever. You should, right? The East is wide open. It's all yours.
It ain't wide open.
What?
It's one squad. It's one squad.
Yeah, y'all, right?
Here we come.
Joel has no brace on in practice, right?
Yeah, you see big fella?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
What you got? Did y'all bring Quentin Grimes back yet? I thought y'all was gonna get rid of. Y'all got rid of Kelly?
Nah.
Or y'all got Grimes back?
We got the whole squad. We got the whole squad back.
I can't wait. Tyrese Maxey, Kelly
Oubre,
Quentin Grimes, Jared McCain.
PG.
Is that his name? Oh,
yeah.
Man,
the Eminem show is back. McCain and Maxey.
Awesome roster. Yeah. Top tier roster.
Don't let us see y'all when we bring the black jerseys out either. Massacre. Yeah.
We should have saved that for your weekly overreaction.
This ain't no overreaction.
No, you know better.
I do. And we're going to be there.
Beware.
At the game.
That's
Sixers
fine.
Knicks. We there.
That's fine. You're going to give up on the Sixers season about as fast as you give up on the Cowboys season.
Never.
3 weeks.
It takes at least 3 months for me to give up on the Sixers.
3 weeks.
We were like 10 games under 500, and I was still like, hold up, give us a chance. We got this.
All we gotta do is all you gotta do is make the play in, huh?
That's it.
Hey, shout out to the NBA for the play in, man. Wow, Nell is officially off the Cowboys. after their tough loss at the hands of the Chicago Bears. And
Disgusting.
man, nah, you can't jump off now. This is week 4.
Second,
This was the week you were waiting for. You almost slid that
I
past
am.
me. It's Packers week.
This is our Super Bowl.
This is the week. This you got to root for them one more week.
All right, one more week,
All
but the
right, man.
season's still
One more.
over. Winner.
That's
I
fine.
mean, they can win this
You
game. It's
you
still
can. That's fine.
there's
You
still
can proclaim
runs.
the season. You can proclaim the season is over. That's a good final verdict.
You know
However,
how people always post the meme the Dallas Cowboys have been eliminated from playoff contention? Like, yeah,
you want to just post that now?
just cue that up. Yeah.
That's fine. CeeDee Lamb out a couple weeks. Not looking good. George Pickens, gotta hold it, gotta carry it. We'll see what he got. We'll see what he has. But you know, it's obvious that you're not impressed with your Cowboys. However, week
It's an
3,
understatement.
week 3 did bring a lot of theatrics, a lot of interesting games, a lot of fun games at that. Right? We had some good games all around. Give me your most impressive win from week 3.
Most impressive. I got a couple teams. Lions going on the road and
Definitely big one.
getting a big
Big one.
win against the Ravens on Monday Night Football. Amon St. Brown, Montgomery made some huge plays. Defense coming up with 7 sacks. Really didn't see that coming. You know, I thought it would be a close game, but it's a walk into Baltimore. Baltimore is off to another shaky start, but give the Lions a ton of credit. A lot of people were writing their obituary week 1 because of their offensive struggles against the Packers. Can't remember what you had them on the panic meter
It was
after
a 7.
week 1,
It was a
but
7.
it's pretty high. I told you I was about a 2. Just give it some time. Offense looks like it's humming again. You know,
I just had to give him a little jump start. That's all.
Maybe.
You know, putting things in the atmosphere.
Probably should just say that for your overreaction. But and another team, 49ers. I don't know if you know, but they are 3-0.
Shout out Mac Jones.
A lot of people, you know, when I said they could win, 10, 11 games, a lot of people thought that was a bit way too much with, kind of some of the injuries they had. And now Nick Bosa torn ACL, I believe, out for the year. That's going to be rough. But with all the injuries they had, Purdy's missed the last 2 games. Mac Jones has come in and steered the ship. McCaffrey's, been balling. So
man had 10 catches, bro.
10, I know, like great fantasy
Just get him
option.
the ball every time.
Great fantasy option.
I got him.
Congratulations.
And I'm still losing. That's okay. Sorry.
So yeah, very very impressed with them getting a nice division victory and starting off 3-0.
Yeah, definitely. I'm right with you with the Lions. Obviously that was a big game. A potential. In some universes could be a Super Bowl matchup. It could be this universe. You never know. We'll see. Like you said, the Ravens starting off bad, but impressive win by the Lions, of course. Another team, the Chargers, also 3-0, big win over the Broncos, a team, another divisional game at that, right? They lost Najee Harris for the season, torn Achilles. Saw a lot of injuries this week in general, man. Really, injury bugs definitely hitting the NFL really hard. But definitely
as
was
it does
impressed
every
with them.
year.
Yeah, of course. I get an Eagles some credit as well. A very impressive victory, just to come back. Night and day offensively in that second half, right? It looked like they flipped the switch, and this looks like the Eagles offense that we were hoping to see, right? Pushing the ball down the field, getting guys involved, getting AJ Brown in the game, Devontae Smith in the game. We saw some from the tight end position as well for them. So, just to be able to come back and play a good team, right? The Rams are a team that you've been high on them. We both said they are probably one of the teams that we can. Yeah, we'll get there. A team that we thought could be a legitimate contender out of the NFC. They to have that lead that they had on the road and then kind of give it up. Shout out to the Eagles for finding a way to win, right? I'm very critical of the Eagles, but I also always say that they're a team that they find a new way to win every time, right? And that's the tale of a true champion. So I'll give them some credit. And then how about them Cleveland Browns, man? Upset over the Packers. I
wanted to pick them for my upset, but I was a little scared.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anybody thought that. If you told me that a quarterback would do what is this? 21 of 36 for 142 and 1 pick, and their team won. I mean, Quinshawn Judkins looks legitimate, right? And that Browns defense is still what it is. So then they have 5 sacks in that game on the Packers, a team that we also, obviously any given Sunday, anybody can lose on any given week. But, not a game that you expected for the Packers to drop. So got to get the Browns some love there as well. What are we overreacting to this week, though, Nell? How I feel like your Cowboys was a bit of an overreaction. I'm just put that out there.
I don't think so.
I'm
Have
put
you
that out
seen
there.
them? Have you seen them play defense this year?
I have, but to say the season's over,
We got
I don't
people
know,
thinking
man.
Caleb Williams has turned the corner.
And
We
that's
had
this is
people
wrong.
thinking Russell Wilson should keep his job.
Speaking of Russell Wilson, let's slide this in right here, actually. Slide this in right here. Nell just said it. We thought he would keep his job. I don't know when we thought Russell Wilson would lose his job. I think everybody thought by some point it was going to be Jackson Dart, right? It was all but Jackson Dart officially named the starter going into week 4. Thoughts on that before we get to our weekly overreaction?
It's about time. I mean,
Yeah.
what have you got to lose?
Yeah.
Because Russ clearly is not cooking. I mean, unless he's playing the Cowboys, but
And
got to
even
figure
that game, they
something out.
still lost.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And then the words of Malik Neighbors is it's not the quarterback. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I mean, it's good to get him out there early and, let him make some mistakes and see if he can grow from it.
Yeah, my only problem with that is just I'm not a fan of when they do this to rookie quarterbacks. You're setting the guy back, right? Because you're all but at the point where you know that you're going to get rid of that Brian Daboll at the end of the season. Probably you're probably firing the general manager as well, and you're making your rookie quarterback, unless by some magic wand he comes out there and he has like a Jaden Daniels or a CJ Stroud rookie year type of thing. You're probably
Is
firing.
experience not the best teacher?
I mean, it is, but I mean, he's going to have to do it all over again next year. That's my thing, right? If the Giants collapse like we expect and they win 2 games, win 3 games, whatever the case it is, and then you fire the coach, you're going to have to hire a whole new staff, and you got to basically send this kid through his rookie year all over again. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand when teams do that, as opposed to just say, all right, you know what? This is going to be a mulligan year anyway. Let's get a guy in here that we like, right? You could have fired Daboll and took a shot at going to get anybody and then try that. But, I'll hold off judgment until we see, right? Jackson Dart, he showed some flashes in the preseason, and this is a Giants team that we've seen be in games, right? So who knows? Maybe he has enough moxie to him, enough swag to him, a little spark that'll get him over the hump. So we'll see, but I don't expect too much from the Giants just because the issue is deeper than just the quarterback position, as you said. Mr. Neighbors also pointed out to the media for the 15th billionth time. So he was saying the same thing last year when they had Daniel Jones. We see what's going on with Daniel Jones now, which is insane. But we'll get there. Back to the weekly overreaction, man. How are we feeling? What you got?
The Vikings should start Carson Wentz for the rest of the season. JJ is cooked, yo. He's not ready.
Bro, the Vikings defense scored like 30 points that game. What are we doing?
Wentz was more efficient than JJ's been all season.
You just said experience is the best teacher. My guy had 2 games under his belt.
I'm sick of it. I got a fantasy championship to win.
Oh, nobody told you to draft. Oh, you got Jettis.
Yeah. Yeah. So I need points. I need targets. And Carson just looked more, albeit against a Bengals defense, but he looked
that's terrible.
A lot more comfortable than JJ has all season.
We've been saying the Bengals, they need to go ahead and call Jameis. Confused why that call hasn't been made.
That was next on my list. If the Bengals don't go out and get another quarterback, they will not win another game for the rest of the season.
Dog, that was abysmal.
They will end the season 2-15.
That was abysmal. I can't believe. I can't believe that.
Out of respect for Jamar Chase and Higgins, like they need to go get another quarterback ASAP.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with you in the quarterback overreaction field. Might be time for Kirk Cousins to get his opportunity back in Atlanta. I'm not gonna lie. The Falcons, I think I saw something. No wide receiver nor tight end has caught a touchdown. I was
called crazy when I said they might have made the playoffs last year had they kept him in there.
Dog, you go out there, you go to Carolina and get 30 piece, and you put a donut donut up on the board against one of the worst teams in the NFL. Michael Penix has not looked remotely great.
That was nasty.
You saw that, right?
I didn't.
You didn't see that?
I
Okay.
didn't.
My power just flickered. That's kind of wild. But yeah, no, this guy has 1 touchdown on the season. He had a 12.5 QBR in that game. I'm just gonna call a spade. I think it might be time for him to go outside of the game 1 against my Bucks, where Todd Bowles lets anybody get however many passing yards you want. He has looked awful since then. Absolutely awful. And I fear, we got Kirk Cousins there. You got a team. The Falcons were expected to compete in the NFC South. You said that. Other people around the world also said that. And now you got this where you're looking at 1-2, and you got who coming up? You got the Commanders, you got the Bills, you got the Niners. Your next 3, that's make or
Yikes.
break right there. That's make or break right there. And I don't know if Michael Penix is the guy to get you there. So I think QB switch should happen. And it's not like they didn't put Kirk Cousins in.
And they fired
in
the wide
that
receiver
game.
coach like that was the issue.
Now
I
it's
always,
a
I always
wide
find those
receiver's
funny.
fault.
I always find those funny.
Bro, you got Drake London, who is regarded as a very solid NFL receiver. You had Darnell Mooney. You got all these guys. This was the same receiving core you had last year. You went all offseason, and you didn't address it, so you can't say you thought it was a problem. Right? They thought the defense was the problem. They went defense in the first round. You traded assets to come back, go edge rusher, and now you got a quarterback problem again. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Good luck to those dirty birds, or not. Actually, frankly, I'll be fine. I'll be just fine. We're gonna move right along. It's trying to storm over here now. Oh, I'm looking outside. It looks crazy outside. Is it storming out there?
No, but I mean, it looks like something might happen.
Yeah, it looks pretty nasty. So hopefully we can get through this thing, because my
It might
power
just be a
definitely.
Baltimore thing. Y'all took a rough L.
You're right. The Baltimore football gods are speaking right now. Moving on to our panic meter for the week, man. We got a couple. Woo! There's some stuff going on, and it's time to panic. I think you're gonna be with me this year. I don't think you're giving out many 2s this week. Maybe
We'll
one.
see. We'll
Maybe
see.
one. Texans 0-3 start. Held a players only meeting today, which led to someone losing their job by the name of Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. They're 0-3. You're having a players only meeting. You know how that goes. That's usually not good. Where are you at on the panic scale for the Texans as is?
Yeah,
Mind you, this is a team we thought could win their division.
It's a team we expected to win their division.
Exactly.
So yeah, cue this up to a 10.
Ooh,
Players
it's over
only
with.
beating that led to your starting safety getting released. And I mean, like I said, I talked about the CJ Stroud thing last week.
Yeah.
The brother is regressing in a really, really bad way.
Yeah. Nobody expected this.
Like I said, I think we jumped the gun on him a bit. I think everyone was throwing him in top 5 conversations. I think it's hilarious that, everyone's now, replaying the video of him walking up to Caleb Williams after the game and, trying to give him some words of encouragement. Like, he was a top guy. And I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, CJ's, he's a nice guy. So, I mean, he's a good brother, try to offer some words of encouragement, but, to kind of see his downfall since his rookie year, it's hindering the Texans at this point, only being able to put up 10 points against Jacksonville. Offense has struggled all season long, just not been in sync. Offensive line's a mess. Injuries piling up. It's just not looking good. So, and I mean, you look at the Colts and the start that they're off to. Neither of us could have seen Danny Dimes playing like this. So that, I mean, with them being 3-0 and the Texans being 0-3, I mean, it's pretty much done. I mean, it's going to take a miracle turnaround for the Texans to, get this thing and, have a chance to win that division. You still got 2 meetings with the Colts, but at this point, the way their offense looks, I don't expect them to win those games.
Yeah, it's not looking pretty, and I'm right with you on the 10. 0-3 to start. Is a team you talking about trying to win a division, and you still got to play the Ravens, you still got to play the Chiefs, you still got to play the Colts twice, you still got to play the Bills, you still got to play the Chargers again.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Like, not looking pretty. You're probably cooked. They're probably cooked. And that sucks, right? Because D'Amico Ryans, that's a guy we like a lot, right? He's put up some great defense out there, has some great seasons, but this Texas team is looking like the Texans that we used to know, where they were pretty irrelevant, right? Pretty irrelevant. They got the Titans this week. Lord, don't let them lose that. You lose that, firings are coming, more firings, more and more. Do you think CJ gets picked? I mean, obviously he's gonna probably get picked up. Honestly, he's probably gonna go back to that goddamn team.
He can't.
But that's why not?
He had to play at least 4 games for the Texans to be able to go back to the Eagles.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
so
tough.
that's actually not an option.
Okay, well,
So
great.
we will see.
They don't get him. I'm honored to say they can't have him. So we'll see where he goes. It'll be some teams that need some safety help. The Niners working out Shiloh. Maybe they'll make the phone call or something.
I mean, hey, we could
But
use some. Hey, we could use somebody cursing people out in Dallas because damn sure, Lord knows our defense needs it. Our defense needs
yeah,
somebody. They need to be cursed
yeah,
out.
yeah. Yeah, nah, that's definitely tough. We'll be on the lookout for the Texans and CJGJ. What about the Ravens and their slow start, man? We talked about it. Another collapse for them. They're now sitting at 1-2, a team that we expect to be a title contender. Where you at on the panic meter for them?
See, as far as the regular season, I'm about a 3. As far as the bigger picture and a team that I picked, preseason to get to the Super Bowl, I'm about a 8.
Mm.
It's kind of crazy because for 3.5 quarters against the Bills, they looked like every bit of the Super Bowl contender that you expected them to be. They came out, were running up and down the field, offense looking elite against the Bills. Looked like they were going to get their get back from the playoff loss, and then Ravens being the Ravens, kind of collapsed in that fourth quarter. They come back the next week, get a deciding victory against the Browns, and then you come back at home this week against a good Lions team, and I mean defensively couldn't stop anybody. Their run defense has been one of the worst in the league to start the year. Offensive line is, even Lamar's still putting up numbers, but you give up 7 sacks. Derrick Henry is, fumbling in crucial situations. It's that kind of situational football that you know, hinders you from, getting to the ultimate game in the Super Bowl. So I'm
Yeah,
a bit worried in terms of that. But in terms of the regular season, I still expect them to, find a way to win their division and, get into the postseason. But, will they have the mental toughness and the awareness to, lock in and when, times get rough and, big moments, crucial moments in playoff games, can they make the plays? Like the last couple of years, we've just seen they in crucial moments they find a way to drop a pass here, fumble there, and it's
yeah,
costing them. And Lamar Jackson,
yeah,
I mean, has played some of the best football you have ever seen at the quarterback position the last couple of years, and unfortunately, he's going to walk away with nothing but a couple MVP trophies to show for it. Which,
yeah.
if you don't get that Super Bowl ring, most people in this day and age and ring
They don't
culture,
care.
it, it
They
it
don't
does not
care.
matter. Your stats do not matter to a lot of analysts and fans these days.
Yeah, like you said, it tells a bigger story, right? I'm not so much worried about them winning, but you see in these close games things that are kind of showing showing its head. You mentioned Derrick Henry fumbling. He did that in week 1 when they lost, right? You see in this game, Zay Flowers is nowhere to be found, right? So things you just see often when you see a Ravens loss, when you get to the playoffs, and you see this team that we expect to be able to compete with anybody, to be able to beat anybody, and then it's always something, right? It's always something. It's reverting back to old habits. Lamar not getting rid of the ball or not being as decisive as maybe he should be, right? You got a guy who is arguably, not arguably, he's, I mean, I'll put arguably, but arguably the best athlete on the field at any given time. And just some of the things that he could do to kind of help out, to take a little bit of pressure off his team as well with throwing the ball away or just running and getting a couple yards and getting down, right? Um, I think they'll be fine, obviously, but it's also hard in this league to win games, right? You don't want to drop games that you have won, and I think that's the problem, right? They've had 2 games that they've now lost that were both in their hands, at least I think, right? Or they had a very good chance to win. You see in the NFL, guys get hurt any given Sunday, kicks get blocked, things are happening, right? And if you drop in games and then, let's say we have down the line, you know, you get you end the season with 6 losses and you don't win your division, or 7 losses because you dropped 2 early ones, giving the game away. You just never know. Like, you never know what can happen moving forward. So I never want to see a contender really start off like this, because we know as the season goes on and teams get worn down and you get injuries and things go on and go like that, it's going to be a lot harder to look back and say, wow, we really gave away 3 games at the beginning of the season. Just being careless, just not being ourselves, not being disciplined, not taking care of the football. So that in that regard, I'm a little worried. But I do think, they got the best player on the field at all times in Lamar Jackson. And with that, I could be confident behind that man. And I think they'll figure it out. And like we said, it's not like the Lions are a bad team. It's not like the Bills are a bad team, right? So they've got tough losses to really good teams, but you want to see them win those games, right? We give the Eagles credit. You want to
Those
see a
are those are the
team,
kind of teams you're going to play.
right?
You're going to have to
Right.
play
That's who
to
you're
win
gonna
a Super
right.
Bowl.
Absolutely, and you see it. So
And
they
so far,
gotta.
execution in crucial moments has been an issue for them so far
Yep.
this season.
Yep, and that comes down to coaching and discipline. So we'll get into a different conversation about John Harbaugh. A lot of people
Hey,
out here are calling for that man job. I can't even lie. It's kind
hey,
of crazy to
some
see.
people are calling him the Doc Rivers of the NFL.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Hey, he might be. He might be.
The parallels
Um,
are there.
yeah, it really is. Wow, that's a good one. That's funny. I'm gonna have to go use that one tomorrow with my Ravens people at work. Um, How about that Rams collapse, man? We alluded to it a little bit. What's your panic meter on the Rams? Another team that you can't be dropping games like that when
I'm a
you
7
want to.
on this one. I'm pretty
Yeah,
high on this one. Yeah. I told you, when it comes to the Eagles and Rams, if I was an Eagles fan, I just would not fear the Rams, and I would fear them even less after that kind of performance, because that game is just in the bag. I mean, who's to say this a team is going to get back to back blocked field goal attempts
just terrible.
and the fourth quarter like that? But
Just terrible.
I don't know. I think once the Eagles finally woke up in that second half and actually started to use their playmakers, and AJ Brown, who just had a severe mismatch advantage against the Rams secondary. Devontae Smith made some big plays. Hurts made some huge throws. And I think that was really important for him, because the conversation that first half was as bad as it can get for that offense, especially, moving the ball through the air. So I think if they had lost that game the way that Hurts was playing, I think the conversations coming out of that game with how the offense had been, struggling a bit, to start the season, I think those conversations would have been really nasty. But give credit where credit is due. And this is the thing about Hurts. Through all the naysayers and things that gets thrown his way about being a tush push merchant and not being one of the most elite passers in the game. I mean, when it's called upon for him to make plays through the air, I think for the most part he's done that. I mean, like we said, he's won his last 17 starts that he's played and finished. He outdueled Mahomes twice in a Super Bowl, won one. It's hard for me to, discredit him when he's constantly winning. I can understand how it looks on the field sometimes isn't as aesthetically pleasing as a Lamar Jackson, a Josh Allen, a Joe Burrow. Sometimes Mahomes when he has weapons, but at the end of the day, he wins games when he has to win with his arm. He's proven that he's can.
Yeah.
So, give him a ton of credit for stepping up in that second half. But the Rams, I don't know. I feel like even that playoff game, I thought they played pretty well and good enough to win that game, and probably, again, I think red zone execution against the Eagles has been awful. Go back to the playoff game. There was a number of possessions where, they left with only 3 points or 0 points, when they were in the red zone. Same thing here. They had plenty of opportunities to just really put that game away and, make the deficit even larger than 19. But, they're settling for field goals, turning the ball over. And then in that second half, you know, they they tried not to lose the game more than winning the game. They were
Yeah,
extremely conservative, and you don't really expect that from Sean McVay. But it, I don't think it bodes well for their chances if there was another playoff rematch. I think they're
yeah,
completely psyched out against the Eagles, and I don't see them competing against the Eagles.
yeah. I think they punked them, man. They just get punked. Every team
Good way
has
to put
that.
it.
They have that team, right? Where it's just like the Eagles clearly didn't think they were out of the game. Obviously, why would you? But you know, the Rams just flat out looked like they thought it was over in that first half, right? They thought when they had that lead that it was ball game, and the Eagles came out, punched them in the mouth, and it gets sometimes teams get that point where it's like you trying not to lose, like you said, like just it just didn't look like Sean McVay. It just didn't look like the Rams. I mean, you got Puka Nacua, who was, I mean, talk about top 5 receivers in the NFL. I mean, it's time to put him up in there, right? Like to me,
Okay, he's there
to me, he solidified. You got that,
consistently elite.
yeah, and that the way that Eagles secondary has been playing, there's no reason why you don't take advantage of that, right? You don't. It's no reason why you don't pick on that, especially with the weapons you got, and you got Matt Stafford, a guy that we've seen do it all for a very very long time, right? We always talk about Matt Stafford and how he has the most creative arm angles and arm talent in the NFL and all this and that, and it's like put the game away, go win the game, right? Like use the guys you have, scheme the guys open, and do what you gotta do to win. So, I mean, I'm probably with that. I'm about a 6 or 7 as well with the Rams. Just I feel like when you're looking at teams and trying to, telltale signs of winning teams and organizations, you can see them, right? You can see them, and sometimes I just think right now the Rams the way that they handled that game, that said a lot about the Rams to me. That said a lot about the
Gives me
Rams.
no confidence in a
Yeah,
possible playoff
says a,
rematch.
says a lot about the Rams to me. And if you're talking about a team that we every week, right? Right now the NFC billing is who can compete with the Eagles. They just dropped down off that board to the bottom, right? Flat out to the bottom. So good luck to them. Our last panic meter is a fun one. I love to say this because there's only one Ohio State receiver worth talking about in the NFL, but we'll talk about this other one. Marvin Harrison Jr., formerly known as Maserati Marv, looks to be losing that moniker. Where are you at on this guy, man? He had all the tools, right? Coming in last year, he was supposed to be that guy. His dad has done it. We saw it at Ohio State. Here we are 3 weeks into the NFL season, and it's just not clicking. For some reason, it's just not clicking. So where are we at on a panic meter with Marvin Harrison Jr.?
I'm at a 4. I still think he
Ooh, it's
has.
Kyler's fault?
I don't want to put all the blame on Kyler, but he has to share some of it. I mean, this
Okay.
is a guy that you brought in. They used a high draft pick on him. You expect him to be one of your guys, but yet we go games where he's not looked at. And I mean, we've seen it's all about your situation for some of these receivers. We have some guys who, no matter what, they're going to get 8 to 10 targets a game. And we
Yeah.
have other situations where, guys like Kyler, he says, some games he might get 10, some games he might get 3. I'm just looking for whoever's open. And then if you're, a guy like Marvin who's, feels like he's number one and, you don't want to be a diva and demand the ball, especially, when they were 2-0, they were winning games. So, you can't really be too critical. But I feel like you, with a guy with that special talent, you've got to try to find a way to get him involved early and often.
Yeah.
And I think when you saw that drop catch that he had, where he was more worried about turning upfield and before catching the ball, you know he was starving. I think the brother was just starving. He was like,
New
"Oh,
name is Starvin Marvin.
I'm finally getting a target. All I'm thinking about is turning this up and trying to turn this into more yardage."
Yeah.
And lost concentration and dropped it. But I don't think that's an indicator of the kind of player that he is. There was a couple games last season where he got a good amount of targets, and Kyler gave him a chance to make plays. He can make plays. He's a playmaker. I still believe that he can be one of the best playmakers in this league in due time.
Yeah, it's just weird, man. It's weird because like they don't have anything else really over there. I'm sitting here looking at their receiving totals for the year, and so you just would expect more. I mean,
McBride
some
probably gets like
receptions.
90% of the targets.
I mean, yeah, he open, big fella. He got 24 targets. Marvin Harrison got 17 on the season. I mean, and he's only 40 yards behind Trey McBride, and he has 7 less catches and 7 less targets. So, I mean, is it a big reason to panic? No, he's still the number one receiver on the team, right? Like he'll still have his opportunities, but I think this is something to monitor as the season goes on. I don't think it's it's not a talent thing, right? Like it's not a athleticism thing. We know what the package is. Pause.
He's got all the talent.
So it's more of just like figuring out how to make it all work. Obviously, Kyler Murray, he does a lot of his things off schedule. That's just kind of the player that he is, and sometimes you don't know, right? It's a lot of things that go into it. I'm gonna hold off. Hey, I've already crowned the best Ohio State receiver in the NFL as Emeka Ibuka. I've crowned that, and but I'm gonna give him some grace. I'm gonna just say like a 4 or 5 on it, and just say we'll monitor. We'll see how the next few weeks go. James Conner's out now for them for a little bit, so the run game is going to be a little bit different for them. Maybe they get Marv going a little bit
There
more.
was another Ohio State receiver that had a pretty big game.
Who's that?
Plays for the Jets.
Did they win? Nothing to talk about. All right. Speaking
I
of
got
my
both on
Keys
my
take
fantasy
for the
team,
week,
so we're good.
that's fine. Enjoy them. Hey, happy for you, man. You got a lot of Buccaneers on your fantasy team.
I'm trying to win.
You know where to go. And
I'm
my
trying to.
Keys take this week is an apology. I owe one man an apology, and and I'm very critical of this man, Mister. Don't make a scene, Jamel Dean.
Uh,
The stats look great. He's having a top 3 cornerback season right now. Look at the numbers, the advanced metrics, the in coverage numbers, and then last week to get a pick 6, I watched a video of Baker mic'd up, and he was really there's a running joke that Jamel Dean can't catch because he can't, right? And the whole video is just him saying he caught it, Dean caught it, like he like to the point where he went to the sideline, ran over to Jamel Dean, and was like, Dean, you caught it. And then in the post game huddle, after we break down, he says it again. I got to give my guy his flowers. Jamel Dean bet on himself this year, right? Took a pay cut. News came out right before the season started. He took a pay cut, essentially to say, "Hey, y'all can't cut me this year. Y'all cut after this year. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna take a little bit less money so I can stay here where I'm familiar, and I'll just show y'all." And as of now, and I pray to God that me putting this out here before Eagles week doesn't come back to bite me because I know it will. I got to give my guy an apology. Jamel Dean, you balling out of control right now, my boy. I give you your credit. Shout out to my guy, Mr. Don't Make a Scene, and that Buccaneers secondary. I'll talk more about them soon. It's time for our pick'em score update. Nell and I didn't move 6-6 because the road teams that we picked let us down, right?
never picking the Falcons again.
Yeah,
Lord,
never going there. Right now, we're looking at our, interactions with our outside group, and we got
I don't care about them.
some people are stealing points, right? We found out that people were in fact stealing points last week. So I'm just gonna let y'all know to that group,
You're cooked.
Sal is in the lead, man. He's in the lead. He's got 9 points. He predicted the upset of the week, and he got it right. He picked who was it that he picked?
He picked the Browns, didn't he?
Yes, it was the Browns. A big win for him. But me and Nell are sitting at 6-6. So lock of the week. Oh, let me also point out, Desi, you lost all your points, my guy. You got down to 2 points. Well, you had a lot of points, but now you're down to 2 because he didn't get anything right this week. So good luck to you, brother. Lock of the week, Nell. What's up? Can't miss this.
I'm gonna go ahead and take Buffalo.
You getting soft.
I'm getting soft.
You go 1 week where you don't get no points, and this is what you do. Okay, that's fine.
I picked the Chargers last week.
It's within the rules of the game, brother. It's okay. Buffalo. Over what? That's the Saints game. That's like a 16.5-point dog. That's freaking nuts.
That's a lock for
Hey,
you.
no better lock than that, huh? All right. Woo. Wow, the Ravens and the Chiefs play this week. God, oh, Lamar.
Really?
Yeah, they
When do
do.
they play?
Sunday at 4:25 in Kansas City.
Oh, it's a good one.
It is. All right. Well, I'm
I know where you're going.
one.
Just go ahead.
No, you
Just go
don't.
ahead. Yeah.
No, you don't. You don't know where I'm going. You don't know where I'm going. I'm going with them Packers over the Cowboys. That's the lock of the week. Nell said the season's over. No CD.
I like it.
Micah out there. What better way than to have a reason to hate your team more if y'all make me lose my 2 points?
I actually love that.
I really should have took them as my road dog so I wouldn't lose as many points if they lose. But I'm not scared. I'm not scared. That's my lock of the week. Let's do road dog. Who's your road dog this week, Nell?
I'm gonna take Eagles since that's how we playing it.
It's fine.
I'm gonna take the Eagles.
You can't declare your season over and then get upset about me agreeing with you.
I'm not.
All right, that's called hate though. What you're doing is hate filled.
It's not hate.
It's
just an opinion that you don't like.
You're right. I value your opinion a ton, however, so we'll let you rock. I'm going to go with them Chargers, man, making that trek over from the West Coast to play the New York Football Giants. That's going to be a tough trip.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough trip playing against the rookie QB.
Hey, man, you never know what to expect. We're going to go with the Chargers over the Giants, man. Hopefully get us some points. Upset alert. It's time. How you feeling? What you got?
Give me the Cowboys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's how we coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
We winning this one. That.
And that's almost a heavy dog, but he didn't quite get the 7.
We'll take it.
Didn't quite get the 7. Over Packers. Well, since we're doing that, I mean, I know where I'm going. Give me them Buccaneers over the Eagles. I need it.
Baby
I'm coming
underdog.
on here next week.
2 3-0 teams.
3-0.
3-0 at the crib.
3-0 at the crib. No Mike Evans.
Boo-hoo.
What the Eagles fans been telling me all week? Oh my God, y'all's offensive line is bottom tier. That's what I was told this morning. Bottom tier offensive line, so we should lose, right? We just lost. What's my guy on defense? We lost Kalijah Kancey 2 weeks ago. That right? We can't stop the run without him. What will we do? What could we possibly do to beat the Philadelphia Eagles?
Hey, one thing's for sure, we won't be tied after this week.
We definitely won't. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. We could. We could both. Well, you're right. Nah, we could technically still be tied.
I hope not.
Oh, actually, you're right. It just depends. Somebody's gonna be upset, right? Our teams are here, so we're here for the drama. Week 4 is getting dramatic here on 2 for 2, folks. That's what we're seeing. There's a lot of hate. I'm telling y'all now. Don't let us win this game. Just don't let us win. I have a surprise in store for us all. If my Bucks take care of business like I hope we do. I want you to know, bro, I post my Buccaneer content on Instagram every week. Just mind my business. I don't even say anything most times. I just post the content and go. I don't even use Instagram that well. I repost. I go. Of course, this week we win. I say 3-0. Them birds out of Philly up next. And I got the most interaction I've ever gotten in my life. You would have thought I said we're going to smoke them. All I said was that's who we play next. Oh, be careful what you wish for. I'm like, yo, they're on the schedule. God forbid.
All you got to do is mention them. All you got to do is mention them.
Like, yo, out the woodwork, people LOL. I'm like, yo, I ain't talked to you in 5-10 years, bro. Like, all I said was that we play the Eagles next, and I'm public enemy number 1. So I'm going to embrace it. Here we are. Best quarterback on that field, Baker Mayfield.
Ooh.
Keith's take of the day.
Talk it.
And he will outperform that man. He might even outrush that man.
Yeah, we're gonna clip that. We're gonna clip that up and let the Eagles fans attack you.
We're gonna see. Just keep it for after the game, man. That's when they need to see it. Now you can post it before. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
I'm standing 10 toes behind my guy. We know the record, right?
I like that.
Y'all know the record. I was told wins is a QB stat. It's not about what you do if you don't win. And I know that record of Baker Mayfield versus Jalen Hurts is on the side of the white man.
That's crazy.
That's all I got to say. I'm definitely looking forward to a cool game. I'm not going to backtrack on it. I do think we have a very good chance to win this game, even without Mike Evans, but it's not going to be easy by any stretch. Not gonna be easy at all. Last year we played them. They were banged up, right? Didn't have their two receivers, I think. Actually, I don't think they had AJ or Devontae, or they had one. One might have been banged up while they were playing. This year we're banged up, right? So we'll just see how it goes, right? 3-0 teams, potential NFC championship matchup. What better way? Why was that funny?
I'm sorry.
You thought them versus the Rams was a potential matchup, and now look at how you feel about the Rams.
Not really. Rams were in my tier 2.
Oh, you're
They
right.
didn't make it to tier 1.
The Commanders were up there too. How you feel about them?
Yeah, they dropped to tier 4.
Gotcha. Okay. We should do an updated tier rankings after was 18 weeks. What's the first quarter of the season? Is that week 4? 5?
4,
4? We
5-ish,
probably
something like that.
we might maybe we'll do a little updated tier ranking after this week. We'll see. Since we'll get to see how everybody looks after 4 weeks. Maybe we'll run with that this week, man. But yeah, folks, that's gonna do it for this episode of 2 for 2, man. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope that it was engaging and it was something that you all, could take away from, laugh at a little bit, or just agree or disagree with. If you have an opinion, we're more than open to listening to it. Right now, when you bring us your opinions, let's come with some good stuff. Right? Don't hit us with the just because stuff. I don't want to hear that. No vibes on the debating the 2 for 2 co-hosts here. All right. We ain't doing that. If y'all got problems with my Buccaneer stuff, bring me some facts to the table, not vibes. We gonna see.
If y'all got a problem with my Cowboys, keep it to yourself, because I got problems with them too.
Facts. And they'll say he on to the Sixers. Bring him Sixers love. If y'all got problems with the Knicks, come talk to me. I can talk about that too.
Yeah, I'll come talk to you. I got plenty of problems with the Knicks.
It would be nothing better than for both of my teams to win a championship in the same year.
That'll never happen.
I think this year is a good chance that could happen. I'll give you like 4 Keys takes in the last 10 minutes.
Enjoy that Eastern Conference Finals. It's the last one you'll see for another 2 decades.
Why is that? Jalen Brunson and them going to disappear from the earth?
Yeah.
Well, if they go missing, I will be releasing these files. Right? I'm a Pablo Torre you. This guy said this. Speaking of, man, free Kawhi, bro. Let my boy out. But anyways, man, that's going to do it. Like I said, episode 10 of season 4 of 2 for 2. We appreciate each and every one of you all. We hope you guys continue to enjoy the episodes with us. No matter where you enjoy it, whether it's on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, whether you just watch the clips on Instagram. This isn't a highlight league, but if that's what y'all want to do, that's cool too. That's why we got them. So we appreciate all of it. Continue to interact, continue to reach out, continue to talk to us. If you want to get in on the pick 'em with us one week, just drop your pick 'em in the comments, man. I'll track your points. If you got more points than me and Nell, we're not gonna discuss it though, but we'll track your points. But with that, man, Quis and Nelly, 2 for 2. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. We out.